You meet a girl, a mutual attraction develops, but over time, you notice that her interest in you gradually fades. This could be due to 9 unpleasant reasons that often go unnoticed. However, if you take into account the recommendations I am about to share, your attractiveness level will increase by at least threefold. Each point is crucial, so don't overlook them. The first factor is how your friends and colleagues perceive and treat you. This directly affects your authority, even within a relationship. For instance, I used to attend various courses. In some of them, I didn't make any friends, kept to myself, and as a result, the girls showed no interest in me, just basic greetings and goodbyes. But when I joined another course and gradually became a key figure in the group, everything changed dramatically. Suddenly, I noticed that several women were flirting with me, some were initiating conversations, others added me on social media, and some simply smiled at me more often. In short, competition began. Yet, I hadn't changed at all during those 2 months. The only difference was my status within the group. If you introduce your girlfriend or wife to a company where you are not taken seriously, or even worse, where people make fun of you, the consequences can be disappointing. In such a situation, you have 2 options: either change your environment or avoid introducing her to these people. In any group, there is always a leader, and if, for example, 3 friends gather with their girlfriends, there is a real risk that some of the women may develop an attraction toward the dominant figure in the group. The second factor is maintaining balance in a relationship. Men often forget that within a single day, a woman experiences a much broader range of emotions, fears, fantasies, and desires. Decision-making is often more challenging for her, and this is where a man can provide her with a sense of certainty and stability. However, despite her emotional nature, a woman can still be more intelligent than a man. It often happens that she has a sharp mind, while he is simply wooden in comparison. Yet, even in such cases, she may seek his advice to gain some clarity. That is why the ideal man is one who knows how to be persuasive. In his arguments and reasoning. In his confidence and inner stability. In his predictions and decisions, which usually turn out to be correct. If you lack this ability, a woman's interest in a long-term relationship will start to decline. At the same time, she will begin to admire those men who can make firm decisions and move forward with confidence. That's why developing this skill is essential. The next important aspect is the lack of ambition. Why is this so critical? Ambition represents perspective. Without it, there is no future. This is how women perceive it. Many people think that ambition is just about earning money, but that's not entirely the case. Ambition can also relate to improving the quality of life, health, or travel. It's important to understand that money is simply a tool. Therefore, by ambition, we mean the ability to consistently work towards achieving results. If, in a relationship, the woman is more disciplined and goal-oriented than the man, such a relationship will lack prospects. For example, if you and your partner decide to go on a diet, go to the gym, and lead a healthy lifestyle, but she constantly has to motivate and push you, this will sooner or later lead to disappointment. That's why it's important not to choose a partner who is more ambitious than you. How does a woman learn your true character traits? Through your interactions with other people. There are 2 extremes. The first is when a man communicates in a rude, condescending manner and resolves conflicts through threats or yelling. A normal woman won't feel comfortable in this situation and might even feel embarrassed. The other extreme is when a man can't stand up for his own or mutual interests, is afraid of others, but tries to dominate at home. If a woman repeatedly faces this contrast, it may lead to doubts about her trust in you. One serious mistake is routine, where the man constantly shows negativity. His emotional range is limited to dissatisfaction, a sense of injustice, envy. After a few months of such life, the woman may realize that she feels better without him, no longer dealing with his negativity, surrounded by a joyful environment. Coming home becomes a stress for her. Over time, her main dream will become minimizing communication with you. Negative people often don't realize their state. If you want an honest assessment, it's better to ask your close ones. Another fatal mistake is what is called the demonstration mode of a man. At the beginning of the relationship, you appear differently than after 6 months. You were neat, interesting, confident, but after a while, you turn into someone who doesn't keep promises. A woman who notices this change will start doubting your sincerity. Another reason why a woman may lose interest is the man's anxiety. From a biological perspective, a woman won't feel attracted to a partner who regularly experiences intense stress, panic, or a sense of danger. If this happens occasionally, it's still normal, but if it becomes part of your personality, it's a problem. A woman will choose the one who can remain calm and cheerful, even if he's inferior in other aspects. I personally went through this, with a high tendency to self-reflect and doubt. It was important to work on myself so that it wouldn't develop into anxiety, as it significantly affects the quality of relationships. There's one point that a woman in a relationship won't likely tell you, but I'll share it. Have you ever noticed that women don't really like it when men play video games? Sometimes, you can catch a glance from her, as if she's looking at you like you're wasting your time on something pointless. In 40% of cases, video games or simply watching TV are enough for a woman to end the relationship. You probably never thought it was this important. Why is it? Why does it matter so much? Because it's rare to find a situation where a man works all day, achieves results in multiple areas, and then decides to play a game for an hour. It doesn't happen often, but when it does, it becomes a habit. If you get your dopamine from gaming or entertainment, you'll struggle to stay focused and purposeful in life. It consumes your potential. The problem isn't that you spent 2 or 3 hours on a game. The issue is that after it, you won't be able to perform at your best. So, if you spend more than 2 hours a day gaming, it starts to replace your real life, and a woman will see this as a lack of willpower and self-control. It looks like weakness when you can't deny yourself such distractions. Another common situation is when a man and a woman have feelings for each other but have drastically different lifestyles. A man may think this doesn't matter, but statistics show that women tend to be more socially active. Think about it. In museums, art galleries, theaters, and restaurants, there are always more women. Men tend to live more solitary lives, focusing on specific tasks. At the beginning of a relationship, this doesn't cause issues, but over time, especially when you start living together or have children, shared time becomes important. If a woman lacks those social events and experiences, she might quickly lose interest in you and the relationship. After some time, she may even feel that the relationship is interfering with her full life. So, if a woman is highly socially active, serious relationships with her may be challenging. Relationships and family life always bring certain limitations, and family life often leads to a lack of experiences. That's why it's wise to choose women who aren't overly social. And finally, it's a great feeling to find a conclusive answer to a question you've been searching for, but sometimes, you need additional guidance to get there. So, subscribe to the channel and don't forget to like.